This video will tell you exactly how to use JB Weld KwikWeld epoxy to fix a punctured evaporator plate. We had a puncture in an aluminium evaporator plate and all refrigerant leaked out instantly. Instead of replacing the entire cooling system, we tested the JB Weld KwikWeld epoxy repair and it worked great. This fridge was repaired a week ago at the time of making this video and is still working just fine. So if you have a leaking fridge evaporator freezer plate, this method could save you a very expensive replacement. The freezer plate got punctured while trying to remove ice from it using a sharp tool. We think it's quite a common mistake. Not to worry, we're going to fix it now without wasting any of your time. Don't miss our bonus tips at the end of the video to make this job even easier. You will need cleaning rags, acetone or strong degreaser, sandpaper at 180 grit or a sanding tool, JB Weld KwikWeld or similar epoxy, a mixing tray and stick, soapy water for leak detection after your repair, and a refrigerant refill. We recommend calling in a technician for this. Step 1 is degreasing. Degrease the repair area using acetone or another strong degreaser. Step 2. Sanding. Roughen the repair area using sandpaper or a sanding tool. You must remove the paint, white in this case, and expose bare aluminium, light grey, so the epoxy can bond properly. The better the surface prep, the stronger and more reliable the repair. I used 180 grit sandpaper and finished with a small vibrating sanding tool. Step 3. Cleaning. Remove all dust and grease. This is important because any remaining contamination here can cause the epoxy to fail. You might want to use a vacuum cleaner, then a dry wipe and then the acetone once again after the sanding is done. Step 4. JB Weld KwikWeld. JB Weld KwikWeld sets in about 6 minutes and fully cures in about 6 hours. Once mixed you will have a very limited working time, so be sure to prepare everything before mixing. Step 5. Mixing. Apply an equal amount of JB Weld steel and JB Weld hardener and start mixing the two thoroughly. You can open the tube by unscrewing the cap and pressing the other end of it onto the tube. Be sure to mix the two components very well by checking for an even color of the whole mixture with no streaks in it. Don't spend more than about 2 minutes on this, as by that time you will start to notice it's already thickening. Step 6. Apply JB Weld KwikWeld. Apply JB Weld KwikWeld generously over and around the puncture, making sure you fully cover the damaged area and slightly beyond it for a strong repair. As you can see, it doesn't take that long to repair your fridge evaporator plate using JB Weld KwikWeld. And don't worry, we are not sponsored by anyone for this video. Step 7. Wait to dry. Let the JB Weld epoxy dry for at least 6 hours. More is better, just in case, so letting it sit overnight is a great idea. Step 8. Refill the refrigerant. Refill the refrigerant of the fridge. Be sure to follow the correct procedure for this, or call a certified technician to do this for you. There are several different types of refrigerant, so be sure to use the correct one. Step 9. Check for leaks. Turn on the fridge and check around the repaired area for leaks. Applying soapy water is a good help. If there is a leak, you will quickly see bubbles appear. Step 10. Check the cooling. If your repair was successful and the fridge is otherwise in good condition, you should notice the evaporator plate become cold by touch within 5 minutes after switching the fridge on. Step 11. Let us know. Let us know in the comments if this repair worked for you and even better how long it's been holding. Your feedback will help others to decide whether to try this fix or not. Step 12. Bonus tips. For best results, use a new package of JB Weld. We tried this with a previously opened pack and it wasn't in great condition, so the repair failed. If you want to order a pack online, the link is in the video description. Then, check if the epoxy is properly dry before filling refrigerant and testing the fridge. It really should be hard, which you will know when you can't leave a mark in it by pressing a nail against it. To avoid future damage, when ice needs to be removed, don't use any tools. Just switch off the fridge and let it melt, and then you can easily remove it by hand. If the repair does not work, it might be possible to just replace the evaporator plate for your fridge. Just look up the spare parts via the manufacturer. This could still be much cheaper than buying a whole new fridge and saves the environment as well.